everybody here an applicant, or do we have anybody from the general public who's interested in the case? Okay, great. You're general public?
Yes, I'm fair for public comment at the end.
Sure, gotcha.
We're good.
Okay, great. All right, everybody, welcome to the Village of Skokie Appearance Commission meeting for, excuse me, Wednesday, December 10th. When you were getting your building permit applications, you were told kind of the steps that we're going to be going through here tonight. If somebody wouldn't mind closing that door, that would help me. It would help all of us. Thank you. That we're going to be looking at the appearance only. So we'll be looking at the plan submissions. Those will be projected up on the screen. And then all this will be also recorded on TV, the Skokie YouTube channel. I think it's also live too, so everybody be careful when they're making their public comments. When I call a case, just come up to speak at the podium, and then we'll go through the details of your drawings. The commissioners will have questions, Q&A, and we'll go through some stuff. Most of this all looks pretty simple tonight, so I'm not really worried about that. Before we do that, anybody who's going to, let me wait for him to get in.
Sure.
The commissioner to my left will be reading comments we get from the village's community development department. We take those into consideration when we're rendering our decisions on the case. Excuse me. So with that said, I'm going to ask if anybody wants to make a motion to approve the minutes from the last meeting in November.
I move that we approve the minutes from the previous meeting, November 12th,
Okay,
as written.
great, thank you. And now, anybody who's going to speak tonight, whether it be public...
You need to vote.
Oh, anybody second?
Second.
All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
So passed. Thanks for covering me. Well, I had to go, he threw me off by going out of the room. Anybody who's going to speak tonight, please stand up and be sworn in so that you can take the oath.
Raise your right hand. You swear or affirm the testimony you give tonight will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
Great,
Thank
thank
you
you.
very much.
Okay, case number 2025-047A. It's a first floor addition at 5338 Greenwood.
The applicant is proposing a one-story dining room addition
Are they here?
in the rear
Okay, great.
yard.
Sorry.
The existing home is currently a mix of brick and siding. The proposed addition will have vinyl siding that matches existing. Staff has no objections to the proposed elevations. Staff typically prefers a cementitious siding, but in this case, the vinyl siding is matching existing. That's the existing siding, right, ma'am? Yeah. Neighbor. Neighbor.
Yeah, right. So then this is the rear of the home, and you can see the addition comes out 11 foot, 22.5 feet wide, essentially a dining room.
Mhm.
You to expect this one. So mainly the vinyl siding, double room windows to match the existing, and then the roof, because we're so low slope with the existing windows on the second floor, to avoid issues there, we're proposing a metal standing seam roof.
Mm-hmm.
The existing roofing material and asphalt shingle is a brownie red terracotta, so we're also proposing a brownie red because they don't want to change the existing
Sure.
asphalt anytime soon. So,
It's a smart move with such a low pitch roof to go that.
yeah, we have to.
Snow backups and stuff like that too.
And then aluminum fascia downspouts also match the existing. Try and keep it somewhat cohesive.
Anybody have any comment one way or the other?
As far as the siding goes, I'm sorry. I do. As far as the siding goes, I think I like the way you set back, particularly on this elevation a bit, so that it's not flush with the brick.
Correct.
So the vinyl kind of, it's an okay solution. We always prefer cementitious, but in this case, since you're, is the siding on the addition over the garage, is that vinyl siding as well?
We converted the original garage to an office, and yes, That's also vinyl. that-
Okay, so you're matching the existing siding on the house,
Correct.
or as close as you can?
Mhm.
Okay,
And the detached two garage is also the same premium vinyl.
okay. Thank you.
Jacob, anything? And anybody else have any questions? It's pretty straightforward.
Looks fine.
Carlos, you got a question?
Yes, can you tell me your name, please, Ann? Thank you. Is the siding, you said it's matching, is also the exposure the same as the existing?
Correct.
Okay,
Yes.
is that, what, 6 inches or
No, it's probably 3.5.
3.5? Okay,
Double lap, 4 inch.
okay, thank you.
Okay, does anybody, if not with any further comment, does anybody feel like making a motion to go forward with this? Go ahead, Jay.
Jay, go ahead.
Can I make the motion that certificate of appropriateness to be granted on case number 2025-047A at 5338 Greenwood Street as presented.
Great. Anybody second?
Second.
All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? No opposed? So passed. All right, good luck.
Appreciate it.
Thank you. We'll move on to the next case, case 2025-048A, 9555 Hamlin. It's a first floor addition.
The applicant is proposing to construct a 100-square-foot first-floor addition. The addition will have 2 exterior walls of brick that will match existing materials. The existing siding on the home is not being changed. Staff has no objections to the proposed elevations. The addition is being designed to blend in with the existing home. Hi there.
Hi, how are you?
How are you?
Good, thank you.
I know that house. It's right on Gulf Road, right?
Yeah.
Yes, it's
Yep.
at the
On the
corner of
corner.
Hamlin and Gulf. We are proposing an addition off of the rear for a kitchen expansion. It is 6 feet out, not quite 16 feet wide. We are expanding the existing kitchen to allow us to do, yes, out to the rear. We are expanding the kitchen to allow just a little bit more gracious entertaining space, upgrades to appliances, things like that. It is a 1-story next to the 2-story home. We are proposing brick on all 2 sides that are existing or exposed, and the shed roof ends are going to be siding to match. And if you can see from the photos, this home is unique in that the north and south sides are one color, the east and west sides are another color. That's existing. We are not proposing any changes.
Yeah, it is.
So to match the north and south sides, we are proposing a James Hardy, just in that little shed area
Sure.
of booth bay blue. So we're using that. Otherwise, the brick will match the existing brick, mortar to match existing color and style. And we are doing a Pella door in white vinyl to match the existing white vinyl windows that are currently there.
That's great. I mean,
Yeah.
it looks like it was built that way to begin with, so. You know, not that hard when you have that pocket to put it in, so that's perfect.
Yes.
Anybody?
I was admiring your draftsmanship. Everything was really legible, really easy to read, and easy to find.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Carlos, anything?
Again, can you tell me who you are, please? Can you-
My name is Rick Helfelt. I'm an architectural designer with Normandy Remodeling.
Okay.
And we are proposing this addition for Derek and Alicia Ridley.
And the side that you referred to that is different is matching
If you can see on there the difference between the east and west sides of the home.
So which one is east and which one is west? Because I cannot read it from here.
Oh, sorry. The green that you see here, so it's on the front and the rear.
Mhm.
And then the north and south sides, which would be kind of the right and
Mm-hmm.
the left, those are blue, this color blue.
Okay.
So in keeping with that kind of configuration, the small triangles above where the brick ends
Yeah.
will be a James Hardy siding.
Okay, so the rest of the house is also sided?
Siding on the second floor and brick pretty much on the first floor, with the exception of that sunroom, which is all siding.
Okay, thank you.
That shows the, Carlos, that shows the
You can
multiple
see it
colors
there.
right there.
Right, right.
Yes.
I just want to understand a little bit more about
Sure.
the secondary elevation of the addition, which is the
Yes.
shortest one.
That's the golf.
I remember when they did it. It was kind of cool.
Yeah.
Anybody want to make a motion?
I move that a certificate of appropriateness be granted for case number 2025-048A at 9555 Hamlin as presented.
Anybody second?
Second.
All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? No opposed, so passed. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right, have a good day. Case number 2025-049A, a first and second floor addition at 9050 Keystone.
The applicant is proposing a two-story addition in the south side yard. Proposed brick and asphalt shingles on the addition will match existing materials. Staff has no objections to the proposed elevations. The addition is being designed to look like it was part of the original residence. Hi there.
Hi, how are you?
Good.
They like that. Staff likes it when that happens. Carlos is correct. Who are you?
My name's Abby Randall. I'm from Randall Architects.
Okay, great. Thanks. Nice to meet you, Abby.
Yeah, basically, we're using the addition, the intention is to add a second story that creates sort of a living in, or an aging in place situation, an aging in place bedroom on the second floor. And then on the first floor, we're creating a larger office for the owner. And the intention was just basically to create a symmetry on the facade, so we used that opportunity to mimic that bump out on the north side, on the south side, and then the rest is, we're matching all the existing material.
Okay, so that's the new addition there?
Yeah.
That Brian's circling? Okay.
Yeah.
And it just mimics that tower on the right,
Yeah.
except it's got an extra little bump up. Okay.
Yes.
Were there any photos, Brian?
That one in the center
Okay.
at the top is the existing
Okay.
property.
Matching all the same colors?
Yep.
I'm sure all the FAR is fine, Brian? All the FAR and
Yeah,
everything's
correct.
Okay. Anybody have any comments from what
I have a
she has
question.
presented? Go ahead, Carlos.
The elevation, can you go back to the secondary, that one? So what is that elevation facing, the neighbor, the street? or-
That's facing the street.
Street.
Which one? The one, which,
That's the
Carlos?
The one, the small, the side, I guess the
Oh,
side.
that one.
That one with the
is
bay
facing
window.
the neighbor
The
on the
neighbor.
south side of it.
And is there any reason why there's no additional fenestration on the second floor, or something to just break up a little bit of the solid walls on above the window?
Actually, we had originally proposed it that way, but the owner requested it be removed because they didn't want windows on their bed wall.
Oh, that's their headboard of their bedroom
Yes,
above the bay window?
correct.
Okay.
How visible is that from the street?
Not particularly, not
not.
particularly visible. There's a
Faces
lot of
south.
landscaping in front of it, and also it sits back quite a bit.
And any comments from the neighbors?
Not to my knowledge.
They would be here if there was.
I'm sorry, Brian, scroll back up. It looks like it's 30 feet from the side property, the south
Right.
property line. So that bay is exactly 30 feet from.
Is that accurate, Brian?
It's going to be approximately 30 feet, correct?
Mhm. Anybody else have any comments? Joe? Jacob? Julie? The three Js?
Looks fine.
Yeah,
And
Yeah.
then somebody make
I will do that.
make a motion.
okay. I make a motion that certificate of appropriateness be granted in case 2025-049A at 9050 Keystone Avenue as presented.
Anybody second? Second. All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Okay?
Anybody opposed? No opposed, so passed. Thank you.
Thank you for your time.
Sure. Case number 2025-050A at 9440 Lawler. It's a first floor addition, and there's several comments from the Community Development Department.
The applicant is proposing a first-floor addition in the rear yard. The addition will consist of a first floor and basement. The proposed bedroom in the basement is prohibited per section 118-53 of the Skokie zoning ordinance and will need to be removed from the permit's middle. Staff recommends a cementitious siding and prefers the hip option over the gable. Staff's only concern with the elevations is the amount of siding on the north side of the addition. Staff would prefer some type of feature or small transom window to break up the siding on this wall.
Hello, and you are,
Kathleen Okapinti,
okay, so you're the owner,
yes.
okay. And
Subject house is this one, correct?
What is it?
The
That's your-
subject, this is your house on the left.
Yes.
okay, great. So did you understand those comments that your architect, who's not here evidently, correct?
No.
They show a bedroom in the basement that's against code to have a bedroom.
Even with an escape window, you can't have that?
Currently, you cannot have a bedroom in the
Right.
basement.
It can't be on the permit drawings,
Okay.
is what we're
On the
saying.
drawings.
So that's something that'll have to be cleaned up. That's nothing we're gonna referee here tonight,
Yeah,
because
okay.
that's between you and getting your building permit.
Okay.
We're here to talk about the outside and how it looks appearance-wise, okay? Go ahead, Joe, it sounds like you had some.
Yeah, and it's
You're
a,
ready
you
to
know,
dive
it's a
in.
pretty straightforward addition, as, you know, we can discuss it, and, but I kind of wanted to jump into the choices you gave us and and staff about the hip and the gable rear. Does it have a vaulted ceiling? Because you're showing skylights on the gable one and not on the hip one. So it'll be an open ceiling,
Yes.
or vaulted, or
Yes,
cathedral,
yes,
or
yes.
does the hip roof
What is it?
option, does the hip roof, the rear elevation, it says hip.
Do you know that, but sorry, Joe, real quick.
Yeah.
I just want to add, we're going to be talking, you're a homeowner, not an architect, so that's why I want to
Yeah, sorry.
just make sure you're up at the same speed.
Yeah.
Why don't you talk about it in terms of top, upper option and lower option for,
Okay, yeah, the upper
or
option.
you can even stand up there and point too, Joe. It doesn't-
Okay. No, I'm curious what your preference is, because with a hip, it makes it a little bit more complicated to have a vaulted ceiling. If you went, is the hip option I mean, which one do you prefer?
I'm not sure what a hip.
The one, or do you like the drawing on the top or the drawing on the bottom?
This is the one that you show skylight, so that's what made me assume you're gonna have a vaulted ceiling.
Yes, yeah.
The hip cuts across like this.
Oh,
So
Like the one on the right does, kind of like how it is on the
And
right.
the reason why I kind of was alerted to this is when this happens on the front of a house, it always is one of those annoying things
Sure.
It's, maybe I'm a little too, I like things proportional.
Yeah.
But this is a rear addition, so that's, I'm not as concerned, but I was just kind of curious what your thinking was if you were gonna go with a hip, is it still a vaulted ceiling?
Yeah. I'm sorry, I can't answer that.
Okay.
However, just since we did that, I was actually thinking maybe not having skylights and just having windows with a stationary square over each window.
Oh, like a transom
Yeah.
window?
Yes, yes. But what, are you saying that
Well,
you
it's,
couldn't do that?
in the staff report, it mentions that, let's see, staff would prefer some, oh wait, no, where is it? It says here somewhere.
You're talking about at the bottom there?
Yeah, yeah, and then you also show an option in your submittal, so that's
Yeah.
why I was kind of just
Yeah,
curious
yeah.
of what the decision.
Yeah, we haven't met since he did the drawing, so.
I see.
Were you even aware that he was presenting options?
I wasn't.
Okay. I mean, I think that's the crux of the matter right there. So, And you say, I'm sorry, what is the use of the room? Is it,
Oh, well, that's, the extension is, one half is extending our bedroom.
okay.
We're trying to,
And is there I'm sorry to interrupt, is there a drywall ceiling in your bedroom currently? Okay.
well,
so
there is, but there's not an addition. We want to add on to that bedroom.
Correct, but chances are you're going to try to match what's existing, and
Yeah.
there is not a vault, a
Right.
vaulted ceiling in there now?
No.
It's flat,
no.
right?
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Got it. So that would lend itself more, I think, to the lower
Yeah.
elevation that you see there, and not the
Yeah.
upper,
Yes, yeah.
which is good, because the,
Or either or, you could still
Yeah.
go either or.
sure. Just wanted to clear that up.
Thank you.
And it looks like you're infilling some stuff, so some of the door, is there like a window, can you go to the photographs of the existing house, Brian? Are we replacing all the windows in the house, or no?
Are they what?
Are you
Oh,
Are
we're
you planning-
replacing all the windows.
you're replacing all the windows, okay.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay, so there's the front, I can't really see the sides of it or anything like that, but.
This is a 40-foot lot, I think, too. I don't know how the FER works on it.
Well, the,
I couldn't get more.
you know, given that, I mean, this is a good view that if, as you look at it, whether it's a hip or it's a gable, it's not going to be visible from the street.
Right. Yeah, I mean, truth be told, I don't care. I would leave the option up to them.
Yeah.
So let's not even worry about that. If the motion is going to be, we'll give them the option. That's for them and their architect to work out with the building department.
I have a question about the windows. Do we have more information on the windows, what's existing, what's proposed?
The windows?
Yeah, so what kind of windows you have and what kind of windows you're proposing?
Most of the windows would be, you know, the kind that open
Casement?
casement, thank you. The kitchen window would be a double hung, and, yeah.
Is your kitchen window by the sink?
It is by the sink, yes.
So remember that it would be easier to have a casement to open rather than,
Well, that's what I wanted, but when I spoke with the window people, they said because the driveway is there, that it might be better to have.
Actually, I replaced my casement windows because I clocked myself 3 times.
Yeah.
And I finally spent
Yeah.
the money and got sliders, which I don't like, but every time I open the window, I forgot and hit my head on it.
Yeah. Yes, and we would be probably walking by it quite a bit.
yeah. As long as you are comfortable with reaching to the window from the.
So far, he can still read.
What about the bay windows on the, facing the street?
Yeah, we were going to replace them. A couple of them don't work. 2
Oh.
are stationary, and then the 3 that open, 2 of them don't.
I'm more curious about the style and the material. Are you replacing in kind, or are you putting mountings, or is all one glass?
Well, if, I think on the front, we're not going to put mullions, we're just going to have,
So it'll be all one panel per
yeah.
sash, yeah? And these are vinyl? The windows are vinyl?
Yes. Mhm.
And lastly, siding?
Well, the siding is, it's
Hardy board, okay.
hardy board, and it will probably be one of these 2 colors.
Close enough.
Yeah,
Got it.
really.
It's cementitious, which is good,
And
okay.
beige color.
And a neutral color.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Brian, could you scroll to the floor plan? Perfect.
Which floor?
The new,
Which floor?
the first floor. Just the comment, the staff comment about the transom window on the full siding wall, which I think is that one.
It's so tight there.
I assumed that was talking about the gable end.
No, it's,
small transom to break up the siding on this wall, which would be the,
Correct, this wall. We were, if there's an option, if available,
Do you mean a window on the north side, on the north wall?
yeah, on your side door, your kitchen door side, there's a comment about breaking up that expanse of siding. And if you go to the floor plan again, it looks like it's closet and bedroom wall, which makes it difficult.
I mean, if it's right on top of the neighboring house, it's, I don't get it, you know, it's fine to me, but I don't. Windows looking 8 feet over to another neighbor
There's probably a, yeah, you can, there's something.
and there's plenty of windows.
And
in-
there's
in
a
the-
driveway
It
there,
doesn't, it's,
too.
it's not visible from the
Not gonna be
street.
pretty.
When it's done, you'll probably want to hang something on there or just kind of dress it up. And I'm serious, I mean, because, you know, you're going to probably notice it and say, it's a little bit stark.
Blank.
So there may be a aftermarket inclusion, but I don't think you see it from the street, so it doesn't bother
No,
me.
you don't.
No. Does somebody want to make a motion in granting them the two options?
Sure. I move that.
Got you.
Jake?
No, go ahead.
I got this one. I move that a certificate of appropriateness be granted in case number 2025-050A at 9440 Lawler, as presented, with the option of the owner to build either the gabled version or the hip roof version of the submittal, and also the option of including some sort of fenestration, transom windows perhaps, on the side elevation at the owner's option.
Anybody second?
Second.
All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
So passed. Good luck. Great. Okay, we're done with all the cases. We have a gentleman here who wants to speak at public comment. Please come on up, sir, and introduce yourself for the record.
Turn this on, I have a picture.
Sure. Is that your picture? Oh.
No, it looks nice though.
Yeah. I like that.
I know where he is.
Good evening.
Good
It's nice to
evening.
be in front of this friendly bunch. My name is David Dalka, 9330 Laurel. I'm here to talk about a number of appearance problems in the village of Skokie. We're going to start with 3300 Church Street, which, as you can see, it looks like it has a DeLorean door or something on that garage there from April 2025. And you can kind of see, if you look closely, the garage door has some kind of makeshift thing on it. Probably hasn't opened in ages. It's probably filled with garbage and rats and God knows what else. The village of Rockford, Illinois, has a functioning garage door ordinance. I would like this commission to look into that and recommend to the board of this village of trustees for approval that we do something like that. I have several other items to cover. One is the Commonwealth Edison is a terrible neighbor. We live on the 9300 block of Laurel between 9300 Long, 9300 Laurel, 9300 Lockwood, 9300 Terminal. There's a comment field at the north of the block.
Over by the JCC kind of?
Over, past that,
Okay.
past the ComEd property, over there in the north end of those blocks. That used to be maintained well before the pandemic, once a week with proper grass cutting. It's filled with henbit, which is an invasive species weed that I can't maintain a lawn properly with that there. I've complained to the village and the property standards people numerous times about this problem. They've done nothing. However, if you go to Des Plaines, Illinois, along Elmhurst Road, just south of Golf sometime when there's no snow, hopefully really soon, you will see that they maintain it in a fashion that maintains similarity to a fairway in the movie Caddyshack. I want the lawn torn up and the bottom 1 foot of weeds torn up and new dirt put in, and it needs to be leveled because it floods. It's a disaster, and this village has done nothing. In addition, ComEd's property keeps sprawling where the old railroad tracks used to be. And they just park all these trucks with a fence there. It looks like a ghetto. They need some landscaping. They need to stop getting eminent domain approved. Lastly, we live on 9300 Laurel Long and then the expressway. The area from Dempster to Gulf Road is full of dead trees. Dead trees breed rats with their roots when they rot because they're a feeding ground and they're a home and they're a shelter. We've asked IDOT and the village numerous times to cut down all those trees, shred the roots, and plant new trees to create a sound barrier for all those residents. We have received nothing but excuses. We again ask for help from this commission. I come here in friendship amongst this friendly bunch, and I'll give you my contact information on this piece of paper so you can all get a photocopy of it. And I'm here to have all these items moved to your new business agenda. So in future meetings, we could talk about those things and make them happen.
Sure. All right, so here's a, thank you.
Well, thank you.
Well,
Thank you for being here.
Thank you
for being friendly and open-minded.
Let me tell you what, let me just give you some feedback. I agree that we're the appearance commission and we should be concerned with all those elements of the appearance. And I am. And that first picture you threw up, I've sent that photo, because I drive by that every day. And I've sent that photo to the mayor's office and the office, the village manager, and they're aware of it. I don't know.
Why has it been like that for 6 months?
I know that they're aware of it. I think that there's legal process and taking care of it, but I know that.
You write a citation, you give them.
I know, I don't know, I haven't gone into the weeds that thing, but once you threw that picture up, I go, and in my comments to them, I said, this is the gateway to the city, one of the few gateways into Skokie from Evanston or whatever. I go, it's atrocious, and it looks even worse when the van is actually parked there with the hood up, sometimes into the street, et cetera. So I agree with you there, okay? And I agree with you on your other issues as well. However, this is more out of the, Brian, what would be the more appropriate commission for these issues? Is it beautification? Is it?
Well, these are.
Go ahead, get into it, Mike.
They're all relevant issues. They might be shared responsibilities.
No doubt about it, and I would think that go ahead.
So the first location, without having done any research prior to the meeting, it is possible a warning letter's been sent out, it's possible the citation's been sent out, it's possible they've been fined. Without doing some research, I don't know.
So, but can you find some of that out for the next meeting?
Oh, yes.
So when this gentleman comes back, he could say, this is what we found out about item 1.
Because also, in regards to the ComEd site, I know there's been some complaints on and off about the ComEd site. Our building and inspection services supervisor probably would have more information on.
She has been not doing her job. That's why I'm here. I want regular citizens to send my request for this at this time is for you to, if you say it's not your jurisdiction, please send a letter to the board saying, why aren't these people taking actions? It's in the database, it's in the online tool, it's been emailed to the appropriate people, it's been talked about at the village board meeting. You know, the problem with this village is that things that should take 2 days take 2 months or 2 years. And it has to stop. And it has to become better like that, because we all deserve to live in a city where, a village where all things are taken seriously. No,
I don't disagree with you.
They're not. But the fact that you even see the same thing and feel the same way I do, and you've told the same people, demonstrates the problem. You know, it's not just me that doesn't get listened to, it's these commissions that don't even get listened to.
Right, I just don't know the legality of going there. I would love to see them pull up with a streets and sand truck, not that we call it streets and sand.
Yeah,
Public works truck, take that door and all the crap and throw it into the truck and just get rid of it. I don't know if they legally can do that. I don't know, because I would assume that cleanup would be very easy.
Yeah, I mean, just to take it further, yeah, there was a property at 9329 Long that had holes literally in the side of the garage. It took me 6 months of back and forth to get them to write the
Sure.
citation finally, and they just literally 2 weeks ago put it up after me talking about it for 8 months. And it's not something that should.
I know.
First of all, it's not my job to do it, it's the village's job to inspect stuff. The village isn't, that's the other thing I'd like to just add to this comment is, the village isn't actively inspecting things. You know, why do I have to come here and talk to the board or you or whatever? These are
Property standards issues, I get it.
these are
yeah.
not, you know, so we don't have a good property standards department. We used to when Terry O'Lean ran it before he retired, and since then it's been a joke.
Okay.
I've literally shown some of these pictures. I was in Jerry's picking out some fruits a few months ago, and I saw a guy wearing Mundelein building inspection, and I just showed him photo after photo, and he's like, yeah, citation, citation. That stuff's been there more than 60 days. And he's like, why?
Yeah.
And that's my question. Why?
Okay.
You know, so it's not only one issue. It's the tone. These people are here spending money on their homes, beautifying them, and they're living next to people.
And we're all residents too, just so to be clear.
Yeah, no, and
Right.
you are as well, obviously, if you're on this commission. But there's, you know, why?
Yeah, I understand your pain. I know where you're coming from.
It's the village of Skokie that existed when I was a kid doesn't exist anymore, and right now there's parts of it that are becoming a slum. And that upsets certain people if I use that word, but I don't, that photo I just showed you, there's no other word I can use.
Right.
I mean, you know, that's stuff that should be handled more quickly, and if they don't have a mechanism to handle it, why aren't they passing ordinances
Sure.
to make it easier to do that? Now,
So-
what is this board doing?
Sure.
What is this mayor doing?
Have you brought this to the village board? I'm just curious.
I've been to almost every single village board
Right, but
meeting.
I mean, have you specifically brought?
I specifically
Okay,
brought.
so you're on the record with it already,
I
okay.
brought the ComEd thing they're aware of, this thing they're aware of, the tree beautification thing. I thought IDOT was gonna do that this year, they didn't, now I'm bringing it to Skokie and saying,
Sure.
how can we get some nonprofits to work with you and IDOT to do all this? But, you know,
And you haven't gotten any response to, and when you go to the board with this stuff, you haven't gotten any answers? Or
no,
they haven't-
and
okay.
it's because we spend all these times giving out fake awards to people for things instead of actually talking
Okay.
about what the public cares
Understood,
about.
understood.
So, you know, I appreciate all of your work. I
Yeah.
appreciate the fact that you all want to see a beautiful Skokie everywhere you look. The other people that actually work for the village aren't holding their weight.
Yeah.
No.
Here's what I'm gonna do, because I wanna cut, I appreciate you doing this, but we gotta get to a couple
I
other
understand.
things. But I will, although this is going to be my last meeting, I will talk to the mayor. There's another, chairman coming in. But I will, you have my promise that tomorrow I'm going to send an email to the mayor and say, please watch the last 5 minutes.
I'm welcome keeping in contact with you in
Sure.
case I ever need to remodel my house.
Okay.
I know I'll
Well,
get-
I'm not a
Yeah,
I'm not a residential
You guys-
contractor.
it
but,
was interesting.
Awesome, but thank you very much for your.
I do have
go
one
ahead,
thing
Joe.
to add,
please.
and as far as the functioning garage door ordinance and all that, I absolutely understand. A couple of years ago, we had a neighbor of mine come in, and he was talking about the rat problem and the issues, and, you know, it was, again, it's not the right forum, but he went to all of the different forums, and the three areas that were essentially rat problems in the neighborhood, it took a little while. I'm sure the people got cited, but all of those 3 points got cleaned up. And so it actually does, your advocacy does work. It may not work as fast as you like at some point, and that's something that we're not at all, you know, we don't have the capacity to change that since we're appearance commission, but it does work. And so I just wanted to let you know that,
All I'm suggesting as politely as I can.
sure, and that's
is that all of
exactly,
you should demand the board do better.
Right,
And you have more power than I do because you're a commission.
right. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
I'm just deferring to your expertise
and advocacy
and
does work.
appreciating your friendliness.
Yeah, advocacy does work, so keep at it, and I appreciate it.
Thank you, sir.
All right, thank you. And then on to any communications from the staff, Brian?
No communications.
Okay,
The
great.
next regularly scheduled meeting is noted on the agenda if we have cases.
Sure, okay, and then before I leave, I want to introduce Mark Penning, who's sitting in the gallery. Mark will be the incoming chairman of this commission. You've all, Carlos, I don't know if you got the email, but Mark's got because I didn't have your email, has introduced himself and is a longtime resident and has a family here, and they work here, and he's also served on the commissions here, so he's been slated to be the next chairman, so I want to welcome Mark to becoming the next chairman of the Appearance Commission, and maybe you'll do it for 25 years like I did.
If I can only follow in your footsteps, I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Mike, appreciate all your service to the village over the
Thank you.
last 20-plus years, 30 years.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Look forward to
Mike,
working with all of you.
All right,
Congratulations.
great. Thanks, Mark.
Really,
All right, so it's 8:12, meeting adjourned.
excellent.